Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/surviving infidelity, where OP is finally seeing the truth. Let's begin. 3 years later, and I feel stuck. Posted by Reddit user Throwing Life Away.
I'm trying very hard not to fall into the fallacy of the grass is greener on the other side mentality, but I have felt so stuck lately and frequently find myself fantasizing about leaving my wife, not my kids. I love them to death and are the only reason I haven't pulled the trigger on divorcing my wife. My wife had an affair a couple years ago. I wanted to leave, but she seemed remorseful, did all the right things, and other circumstances complicated making the decision to leave then, so I decided to at least try to reconcile. Basically, I was moving to another country for work and would have been signing away my ability to see my kids for the next few years at least. Since then, we've been on and off. I feel like I've forgiven the acts to the best of my abilities, but my feelings for her have just not been the same since. It feels like our marriage died a couple years ago and the love is gone. I can't explain it, but I don't see her the same way. We've talked about it, she's apologized and tried to be supportive, but it seems so unsalvageable. She's not just my beautiful bride I married 10 years ago. She's the shell of that person and the hoe who told another man she wanted his dick in her throat while I was too busy taking care of the home and the kids with almost no support to notice it happening right under my nose. I expected to rebuild a stronger relationship, but we just seem to be coexisting most of the time. Almost all of our conversations are surface level, nothing deeper, no real genuine support or concern for what's going on in my life. No talks of our future and goals and plans. We're like roommates. The crazy thing is, she seems content with that. I want so much more. I want a partner. So, I just stuff it and try to keep the peace and focus on bettering myself and being present and involved with the kids. I don't fully trust her, and I'm constantly waiting for it to happen again. Communication is non-existent. She's also changed, her beliefs, her attitude towards life, her physical appearance. She's lazy, messy, not the best model for the kids, doesn't take care of herself, basic hygiene like showers and brushing her teeth consistently, bad with money, and has become a bit of an alcoholic. Yes, she struggles with depression, but hell so do I at this point, but one of us has to act like an adult for our kids. She also has ADHD and bipolar disorder, so maybe she's just not capable of being what I want her to be. And I'm supposed to just accept her for who she is, but this isn't who I married. I think these things just exacerbate my feelings and views towards her at this point. I want to leave, but I'm terrified of what that will do to the family. I hate divorce and grew up without a father and swore I'd never do that to my kids, but here I am. I've been looking at houses and daydreaming of what it'd be like to start over. It seems like it would be so much easier to set structure for the kids, maintain a clean orderly home, and model better behaviors for the kids if she weren't there to counteract and contradict everything I did. Plus I'd save money and maybe one day find someone who can actually be a life partner, not just a roommate. Not sure what I'm looking for here. Maybe I just need to get some of this off my chest. Maybe I'm looking to see if I'm alone. Maybe I'm looking to see if maybe my expectations are too high, or maybe for validation to rip the band-aid off and move on. Either way, I appreciate anyone who reads this and may offer some advice or words of wisdom. And I wish all of y'all nothing but love and peace wherever you are in your journey.
OP, I think you owe it to yourself and your children to move on. The kids are not seeing good role models in you or your wife. If you are able to get full custody of the kids, that would be better. You're doing more harm to your kids by staying rather than leaving. Read what you just typed and posted, OP. You don't think your kids notice what's going on? The lack of love, respect, and affection in your marriage? You need to get divorced before you do them any more damage. Better to have one happy, stable parent than two miserable ones. The cheating is not your fault, so you shouldn't suffer any more than you already did. Even after the infidelity, your wife is living the good life, being a dead weight in the relationship. She should be groveling every day to try and fix the family she broke, yet all she does is sit on the couch being lazy. Narcissists and cheaters look for good people they can take advantage of. Cheating has nothing to do with the victim. It is only the cheater's ability to remain faithful of their partners. If someone is not a cheater, they would leave the relationship or have an honest conversation with their partner first if they are no longer happy or fulfilled in the relationship. Two wrongs never make a right. Lying, sneaking around, disrespecting, and then the eventual infidelity are not the answer to relationship problems. They are a character flaw that makes the person a real piece of shit. Nothing more. That's all there is. I hope you divorce her, OP, and finally start your journey to true happiness. Good luck. Now for today's second story. My ex wants to meet up and have a conversations a few months later. What should I do? Posted by Reddit user JarYYD.
Hi everyone. About 4 months ago, I discovered my ex-partner of 8 years was emotionally cheating on me with a co-worker she knew for a month while she was working interstate. I tried to be forgiving and understanding with her, but she left me a few days later for him. After a few logistical conversations over the phone, I cut contact with her, asking for 3 months silence. What followed was an incredibly difficult time, healing through depression, chronic anxiety and trauma. I would like to say it's getting better, but it still hurts every day. I was completely blindsided by her infidelity, as we had lived together for years and had a very healthy and supportive relationship. She was my best friend, and I still hold some love for her. She reached out a few days ago, stating that she is back in our home city for work and would love to have a conversation with me. I'm looking for advice or insight regarding what I should do. I'm assuming she wants to talk to apologize, maybe to alleviate her guilt. While I have already given myself closure on the relationship, would it be beneficial to meet her in person this soon or just remain no contact indefinitely? I'm concerned that she may not have fully taken responsibility for her actions and further gaslight or blame shift, like she did when I found out, which could set my healing process back further. What should I do? Has anyone caught up with their ex and it not been a terrible decision? Thank you for any advice or support, I really appreciate it.
OP, she's only looking to alleviate her guilt, or if her new guy hasn't worked out, she may be trying to set you up as her plan B. Never allow anyone to do that to you. Ever. She may want to be friends so she can minimize the social impact of her actions. Because she can say, see, it wasn't that bad, OP and I are still friends. Look, nothing about this meetup request is for you. It's all about her. Absolutely nothing good can come of meeting her. The only closure you need is living your best life and not looking back. Absolutely nothing she can say is going to rewind time and erase the pain she caused you. She might just make it hurt even more if she begins gaslighting you again. OP, if you haven't answered her yet, I suggest that you block her on everything and continue to go no contact. Make no mistake, no matter how genuine and remorseful she sounds, remember, this is to appease her own guilt rather than it is to give you closure. In other words, the objective for her is to make herself feel better before she ends this chapter of her life. No different than her cheating. Instead of communicating, she had her itch scratched first and left you sometime after. Now, to make herself feel better and less like a monster, she will try to have this conversation with you to rid herself of the shame and finally move on. Guilt-free. Do not let her have this. Good luck, OP. Now, time for the very short update.
Update. Wow. I would absolutely love to reply to each and every one of you. I didn't expect to get so much feedback. I'm very grateful for your comments and insight. The overwhelming consensus is that she is only asking to talk for her own needs, and she really doesn't care about me or my journey. This whole experience has shown me how self-centered she is, only taking actions that serve herself, since she has never shown any empathy towards me during this time. I don't think I will respond to her. I don't think she can be a part of my life. Once again, thank you so much for your comments, they will help build me up when I am at my lowest.
Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.